everyone. So we're out here mowing today. Not yet, but we're about to. We've got this extremely grown-up farm here. The grass is super tall. The trees are in dire need of attention. Limbs everywhere. What we're gonna do out here is get this place cleaned up, hopefully make it look halfway decent, cut back a lot of this growth.
You see how tall it is? It's coming up to at least my thighs. A lot of places it comes up to my waist. I usually come up and mow this. I haven't been up here. This lawn is about 2.5 acres. Not all grass, but it's a large 2.5 acres when you're mowing it. And it's about 3 feet tall in every place you can imagine. Lots of cleanup to do today. We're gonna be cutting down some trees, burning a bunch of stuff, just trying to get it back in shape for at least another month or so and get it taken care of.
You might be wondering where we're at. This property is in the Dayton, Ohio area. Property belongs to previous neighbors of mine. I grew up 2 houses down the road from here, and I spent a lot of time here. I actually used to maintain the property for them when I was a teenager, so I'm very familiar with it. The property owners are getting older. They don't live here any longer, and the property is sitting vacant. They asked me for help in getting this cleaned up, so I traveled from Colorado to Ohio to help get it done. We've got our work cut out for us, so we have about 2.5 acres of tall, wet, heavy grass that we need to mow. As you can see, there are 2 barns on the property that are fairly large. We've got a house and then a small cottage in the back. Doing a quick walk through the property, we counted 16 trees that were dead and will need removed, so we're going to be doing that during this process. Some will be used for firewood, and the rest we're just going to go ahead and burn here on site. Now we had to start out by walking the whole property and pulling out all the down limbs and branches. We just didn't want to be mowing over that stuff, so that took quite a bit of time as we started out. So starting out here, we know that the ground and the grass is very wet, probably too wet to be mowing, but I just traveled 1,200 miles to get here. I'm not going to wait around. I just got to do what I got to do. Time's limited. Is so thick, wet, and heavy. All things considered, the little 3-cylinder diesel in the 1025R is doing pretty darn well. A few of the neighbors had commented that they came over and tried to do some mowing with their riding mowers, but they just weren't having any luck because the grass was so thick. Now you might notice me in the background. I'm over by the pond, and I'm using the Echo 3020T string trimmer. This thing is a real beast. I've never used a string trimmer in this class. It really is impressive, the diameter of stuff that this thing's capable of cutting. I'm using this trimmer by the edge of the pond to get down on the sides of it, but we're also cutting plenty more just to make sure we don't have to get the tractor close to the edge at all. We do not need the tractor in the pond, that's for sure.
Alright, so we've been mowing about 7 hours so far and we're only halfway done. This is only 2.5 acres, so knowing that it's taken that long to do that amount of grass, you know it's pretty bad. So Matt's on the 1025R doing what he can, and I just brought some orange help over here. We've never had Kubota on the channel, but today we do.
Now with the finish mower on here, it's not cutting the grass as nicely as the 1025R is, but it doesn't matter because my plan is to actually mow the grass a couple times before I leave. So this will give us a good head start in getting this stuff knocked down. Now I'll tell you, this tractor has a lot of power. You kind of have to watch it because the engine won't bog down, and instead what will happen is it'll start burning the belt off of the mower. So in the cases where the grass gets heavy, I just raise the mower up a little bit so we don't burn off the belt.